Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Vengeance God stream. My name is Mikey Fatum, also known as Vengeance God, also known as Ambassador Kel, also known as the final boss. I don't care what you say, Rock. I had the name first. It's welcome, and it's good to see y'all. Thanks for a little bit of patience at this. I'm me starting a little later today. I was about to start the stream, and then I had to finish my lunch, and then I was thirsty, and I had to go get water, and then I had to go to the bathroom, and all of these things hit me all at once. So, you know, that's streaming for you, baby! Fragrance, you can try and serve me papers, but currently, they'll just catch fire, apparently. For those of you who don't know, Los Angeles is on fire. I'm fine. Our house is fine. Obviously, our power and internet is fine. But I am surrounded by fire on three sides. And it's a little concerning. But right now, we're okay. The wind has stopped blowing so badly, which is good, because that means it's not spreading as much. Rachel, I saw the whole saga. I'm glad your TV fixed itself. The kale thirst for bathroom water is real. That's just... I know you phrased it that way on purpose, Dexter. I know you did, and now I'm terrified. Rachel, I love you to death. I don't think that heavy snow is worse than burning to death. All right. So before we get started today, first of all, we have some fan art that I didn't do on Monday because I jumped right into the interview. So Theron has created this version of me. Thank you, Theron. He looks great. I like the purple pants and the green shirt. And then, of course, you've got... Hold on. Other way. What do you think? Is it good? Do we look alike? So yeah, the fusion is safe. Her school got canceled today because of high winds, but she's good. She's at home with us. She and her mom are playing Mario Party right now. Okay, the other thing we got this week is Duncan here yet? Duncan, shout out if you're here. Otherwise, I may wait to read his poem until he's actually watching. Okay, I don't see a thing from chat, so I don't think Duncan's here. That's true. I forgot Texas is a place where if you get snow, they turn off all the heat and everybody freezes to death. So that sucks. So, yeah, everyone's life sucks. Yeah, we've got a quick announcement for this week. Slight schedule change. Tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be our just chatting and mini painting stream. And then because the update for Marvel Rivals drops on Friday, we're going to do Marvel Rivals on Friday. That's going to be fun. I'm really excited to try out the new characters and the new map. They just revealed the new map. It looks great. Sue, Storm, and Mr. Fantastic both look great. Sue's ultimate looks crazy. She creates a field that is a barrier, so you can shoot out of it, but nobody can shoot in at you. But it also turns your entire team invisible, so nobody knows where to shoot anyway, which is wild. And I think it might heal as well. Like, it's just crazy. So, that looks fun. Reed looks like he's much more like a Vanguard, even though he's categorized as a duelist. So I'm excited to see that as well. Rachel, stay safe, please. Yeah. But today is Final Fantasy Day. Oh, and I do have another audition today, so I have a hard out at 2 o'clock, so it'll be a little bit shorter of a stream. Apologies for that. But, we're still gonna have a lot of fun. Theron, I really like the extra skins too. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to spend money on them. I haven't spent money on a skin yet, And I was gonna think about maybe buying a Wolverine skin, but the Demon Hunter Wolverine and the in the Battle Pass is probably gonna be what I end up going for, because that's so cool. I might try to cosplay that. Yeah. All right. Well, let's dive on in, kids. Let me know if the music is loud. We did it. We liberated Alamigo. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to feel about it at all. Relief, I suppose. Pride and hope, too. We did it, Father. Ida, Papalimo, Conrad, Mephid, Minfilia. We really did it. Hey, don't feel like you have to stand here listening to me mumble. Everyone else will want to talk to you. You beat him after all. You're the real hero of this story. So run along and take your plaudits. Is plaudits a word? Thanks, Urosaurus. That's actually what I'm auditioning for today. I'm going to be auditioning for the Star Trek and One Piece nights today. For you to best Xenos, even after he had harnessed the spirit power of a primal, is a testament to your ever-growing strength. Not bitter to have had your vengeance stolen from you by another? There is some small regret, perhaps, but that is outweighed by the satisfaction I find in his death. I commend you, Mara. As should we all. Xenos was a monster and a tyrant, the man who killed my father and countless other of my countrymen. The world is a better place without him in it. Should also praise Master Alphino for his foresight and restraint. Had he not intervened, I might never have had the pleasure of being reunited with Hakuro and his Lupin brothers. 'Twas a timely intervention. Full glad am I not to have been burdened with the guilt of killing my Lord Hien's most trusted allies. Ha! Indeed, my friend, indeed. Because he totally would have killed us. When I woke this morning, I thought Lord Hien dead, and then he lived, and now he is here. It has been a wonderful day. It only feels like yesterday we were celebrating the liberation of Doma, and now look where we are. 1,000 moms apart our nations may be, but in spirit we are one and the same. Theron, I would love to get a real Starfleet uniform. I don't know which one I'd want. Probably Lower Decks. The big problem is, you know, the Lower Decks one, like all the really good ones, is the, you know, tight uniform, and I'm a big fat guy, so... Oh no, Dexter! I've been kidnapped! Help me! Alright, let's go talk to Storm Mommy. Well done, Lieutenant Lotak. I'll spare you more flowery words. Doubtless you've had your fill of them. Maybe I got a bit carried away, but by the Navigator, that was bloody brilliant! Praise be to the 12 for your victory. Though many brave souls gave their lives this day, we take comfort in the knowledge it was not in vain. Doma was only the beginning. With our victory here, we can send a message to all the provinces. They can be beaten, you can be free, as long as the entire Eorzea Alliance teams up and helps you. But I'm sure we will now, hopefully. Am I already attuned to this Aetheryte? I am now. I wonder... No, the side quests here are probably still side quests I can pick up later. I've been not doing any side quests on this character as I'm going through the story because I want to go through the main story quest, and then I want to have those hanging out to help level up my other classes. Yeah, drive safely tomorrow, Rachel, or don't drive. After all we have been through, I really should know better than to worry, but... As ever, the relief I felt finding you upon feeling you hale and whole in the royal menagerie well nigh reduced me to tears. The warrior of light, victorious again. I should be surprised if some small part of you had not come to resent the title and responsibilities which accompany us. You must forgive us if we call you hero when you accomplish heroic feats. But as the warrior of light goes, so goes the world. You should take pride in the good you have done, and in the good you have inspired others to do. You're a natural-born leader of men, Mary. All these people weren't just following their commanders, they were following you. Alright, well tell your mom to drive safely then, Rachel. And then you led them to victory, to freedom. Alas, not everyone could see the journey through to its end, but history shall remember them, and the glorious future they made possible. Minfilia, no, Acilia, Warburton. It will never be enough, I know, but I hope this makes up for it, if only a little. I hope this brings you both joy. You deserve it, and so much more. We did it! We bloody well did it! I have to send word down at Alagana. No, I have to go and tell them myself. Can you believe it? We won! We beat the bastards! Alamigo! Alamigo! Heh, sorry. Got a bit carried away there, didn't I? It's hard not to, you know. We owe it to the friends we buried to shout and scream and cheer with all our hearts. I want them to know that it wasn't for nothing, that it's finally over, and they can rest in peace. Oh, you hear that, lads? We'll be all right. We'll be... Oh, bugger, not again. I'm so bleeding happy I could cry. The battle is won, but our return to Lominsa will have to wait until we've sorted through the aftermath. Ah, but if I could but step through a magical door into the drowning wench. I mean, you kinda can. Abba, Auli, I wish you were here to see it. I did not know how or when, but I knew in my heart that I would return here one day. Here's to the ones that didn't. I know it's different for him and the other Alamegans. For us, it's a great victory, but for them, it's a homecoming. Our convalescing comrades have been informed of our victory. Thou mayest be assured that there was much rejoicing. Well, I guess I gotta stand on the map again. I've trained with countless weapons, but none compared to Tizona. That father saw fit to honor me in this way still fills my heart with pride. 7 elves, is it true? Did you really best Xenos and that bastard Primal? Just you and 7 Starwood adventurers whom you had the wisdom and foresight to recruit? No wonder they call you a bleeding hero. I like that they acknowledge that we had teams with us. Our bloody campaign is ended, and we may begin to return home. That said, our work is far from finished. We've yet countless wounded to tend to, not to mention prisoners of war. The hero of the hour. I suppose we'll have to add Liberator to your titles. With their commander fallen, the remainder of the 13th? 12th chose to surrender to our forces. After 20 long years, it's official. The occupation is ended. But now the hard work starts. Though the people have had their fill of kings, there is no clear consensus on what sort of government they would prefer instead. Indeed, Father. Momentous as this achievement may be, the road which lies before us is no less uncertain than one we have walked. Aye, aye. Yet if we can overcome 2 decades of oppression, I've no doubt we can find a way forward. Thank you, Mayor, for helping make this dream a reality. Going round the world, liberating everybody, and setting up democracies. Finished your rounds? Great. In that case, I'd like you to come with me, back to Ralga's Reach. Not for a rematch or anything, sadly. I want to call all the Scions together. I'll explain later. I don't even know where to begin. So how's everybody doing today? What are y'all up to? I mean, I know I'm reading a story to you, but...
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment. Good. You're all here. Good. Good. Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, so Dexter, does that mean it's time to go get blown up instantly 6 times while you spawn?
But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right. Because you're scions. Now, I'm obviously a scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Alamigo. When I put it like that, though, I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official.
This is not a surprise.
As long as I serve Alamigo, I can't be a scion. It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
Oh, I didn't,
Forgive me, Lise. 'Twas but a jest. But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so?
We're going to stand here dramatically and look at you.
There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
That's how it works sometimes, Dexter. And then sometimes you run into the people who really know what they're doing.
oh gods. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Oh, everybody cry. It's okay. You can't see that I'm crying because I'm wearing a Power Ranger mask. I was gonna say who would fish with a katana, but yeah, absolutely. Yay! He's alive! I knew he was alive. I think that's a pufferfish. You might not want to eat it.
What greater proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death, fie on it. To have arrived at the appointed place and time only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly, the Kami are not finished with us yet. Oh, capricious fortune. How you test me with this wretched soul.
Oh, she's alive too. Oh, we're getting a redemption arc, baby. Love me a good redemption arc. But first we have to figure out where that island is. Did you find it? This is indeed the work of Shinryu or Omega. And since there is undeniably something down there radiating a massive amount of energy, which cannot very well be the late Viceroy's lap dragon. Yes, I think we have our suspect. Hey, Carnary. Welcome, welcome. Quick note for anybody, if I have anybody here who's watching today who hasn't given a follow, please give a follow, because the more people we have following, the more likely we are to get partner, and more likely we are to get partner, the more likely I am to be able to do this full time. Well, this is a mess of our own making, so it falls to us to clean it up. It won't be easy, but is it ever? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down there and blow up the robot, aren't I? Now comes the part where you say you've got no choice but to divert company resources and employees to this pet project of yours. Lost projects and belligerent profits and belligerent clients be damned. Financial considerations notwithstanding, you have to admit there is an unquantifiable benefit in giving our people the opportunity to study such advanced technology. Date your Final Fantasy Sinister Island. That's, Yeah, and the more likely I'll get Twitch Ambassador as well. Oh, is that before or after you blow it up or seal it away? Fine, fine. But the moment I judge this venture an unsustainable risk to the ironworks, I'm ending it, savvy? And to keep you honest, using my authority as deputy president, I've gone ahead and brought in a consultant, a master engineer and mechanical genius. You didn't. If it's who I think it is, he got a fresh outfit change. But I don't think it's who I think it is. Come now, you mustn't build their expectations too high. It'll be less dramatic when I surpass them. Oh no. Absolutely not. This is not happening. It is what I thought it was. Nero Tolskava, eager to begin his first day as a loyal member of the Ironworks team. Looking forward to working with you, Garland. I rigged up the dramatic lightning strikes to on my approach. That's how good of an engineer I am. Find out next time on Final Fantasy XIV. You know, I might steal that for League of Swords. Ooh, we're getting a boxing emote.
Come to see how we're getting on? We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address: leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here.
Yes, Fragrance. That's part of Eorzean tradition. It's because of their teeth being part of how they breathe.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future.
And that's my excuse to leave. Bye!
But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches.
You have fun with that.
The reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
So do anything.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Da, 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 da.
There you are. I've been searching all over for you. But don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
Yeah, Dexter, I couldn't think of anything that wasn't a Kojima response. It's much harder to do
Might
biotechnobabble.
you be interested in a spot of adventure? After all,
Always.
we were adventurers before we were scions, were we not? After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Twist my arm, why don't you? There we go. Quickly make sure... Nope. The one problem with the fact that I switch back and forth... Okay, we got all the recommended gear on. Between two different MMOs, in this case STO and Final Fantasy XIV, is the shortcuts. So like U is Duty Finder on 14, but it's open your character on STO. I don't know what C is on STO, but it's open your character here. Ooh, I gotta get some stuff prepared. How far are we from anything, Arnvald? There's a repair over there. Okay, I'm gonna go do that real quick. I'll be right back. Can I fly? No? Ah. Oh, C is just crouch? That makes sense. The other one being that, I have to actually click a button to sprint here instead of just holding down shift. Independent repair guy anywhere? Independent mender. I'm blind. Repair all. I actually have forgotten what happens if I don't repair my weapons and armor. I assume they become unusable in some way, but I'm not waiting around to find out. Heard a bit of Terra's theme in the background music there for a second. But I guess not. Right then, let's go and find Master Levidior. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetheryte and we'll be along shortly. See you there. You want me fresh? But you're okay walking around in full plate? Alright. What is Hugok? You. No, he's oh, okay. He just had his back to me. I know what you're thinking. Hugok, you don't need to keep gathering herbs for everyone. Can't somebody else do it? And you're right. But the thing is, I like it. Damned if I know why, but I just can't stop. Hey, everybody has their thing. Where are we now? I don't know. I mean, obviously we're in the peaks or the locks, but I don't know which one. Really? You redeemed that, Dexter? I don't see it. Been trying to fix my posture lately, which means standing up straight, which is good, but also means that my my neck is starting to hurt from doing it, which is annoying. Means I'm doing it wrong, I'm sure. Oh, you recorded it. Oh, great.
Find out next time on Final Fantasy XIV.
Yep, that's pretty good. Greetings, Mara. Well, 'twould seem we are to accompany our involved in some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy and Theodoric sat on the throne. A uniquely brutal despot, by all accounts. That he was. The King of Ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the Fist ended with Rauga's Reach being burned to the ground. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of those poor sods he put to death became the property of the king, and it said the royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. Ah, I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty? You assume correctly! And I would also be correct in assuming this legend is widely known. Others must surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course, you wouldn't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set you out to racing. Seta, what an entrance to chat. Just, what an entrance. I've learned the emote box. Alright, now we gotta hear Dexter's silly version.
Find out next time on Final Fantasy XIV.
That's great. You should seriously try to put together a VO reel and go out for some gigs. If anyone can find that treasure, it's us. But even if we don't, the adventure will be reward enough, I reckon. You can almost see the wheels turning in Alphino's head. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion, which means the Garleans surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, Sarenvol, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunt has fared, nosing about the palace isn't likely to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to, ask around? Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yes. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the Allied Archivists, and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things. If they uncovered the trove during their occupation, the event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodoric's day. Given that there would have been at least 20 at the time, you will be looking for people who have seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Executive producer of the KCU is your gender now as well, Dexter? Excellent. Glad I could provide that for you. Arenvald, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks, while Mayara makes the rounds in the Alamigan quarter. Ah! And I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Gilbard's Gate. Oh, Gilbard's Gate. All right. Ugh. Whew. Wow, I am already sleepy. That's probably not the best sign. Do I have any mail? Okay. That's not here, is it? Where is it? Oh, Dexter. That's fine, I guess. Oh, I've never talked to this Chocobo Keep before. Oh, nope, I'm good. Just wanted to make sure I could come here. Middle-aged Highlander. Well, he's probably the only one we can question. Hope he doesn't lose his head. In the palace? No, not me, lad. Surely you've heard stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions up in the divine audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice to say, I stayed as far from the palace as possible. Oh my god, Setaverse. She said my pronouns are her, she, because I love chocolate. That's so good. I mean, technically all Highlanders are really old Highlanders, Carnary. You want to hear an old maid's stories, do you? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he'd ordered. And after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered the work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Right. Hi-ho, Thunderstrike! Alright, hold on one second. I've thought of 2 commands that I want to add, and I want to do that now before I forget. Where did I save? I thought I bookmarked that page. Oh, it's just Nightbot, that's why I didn't. There we go. Okay, and great! There's 2 new commands for y'all to play with now. Aye, I served at the pleasure of King Theodoric and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards, I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which of course we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. If you're hell's bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Arnold. He was the king's head scribe. Yes, I am Erdald. What do you want with me? You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well. Oh, he's got like a cool outfit on. I want that shirt, like in real life. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court thaumateurs to unleash a vile curse upon the repining members of the royal family, magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into a darkness below the palace. Even now my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then maybe it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. What? There's a dungeon full of horrible monsters at the end of this quest? Who could have seen that coming? Yeah, Setaverse, I imagine it would be quite warm in... Or Seta, I imagine it would be quite warm in Grethor. You know, just hang out by the burning Klingon logo, which is the coolest thing! Am I going to do that every time that I get on my chocobo? Maybe. Ah, excellent timing as ever. We have but this moment returned from our own intelligence gathering efforts. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. And as promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures, and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperials somehow overlooked it. But what of you, Mara? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Dexter says he's got 2 more lines for us.
Hi-ho, Thunderstrike, and away!
Perfect. Perfect. 0 notes.
There can be only one Taillender. Now get the hell off my lawn.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, LA is currently in Grethor. You're right. We were talking about it at the top of the stream. I'm trying not to worry about it too much. Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man who, in Alagiri, who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said naught of cursed abominations. The Imperial Archive were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning him a yarn, do you think? Do you believe him, Mara? His fear seemed genuine. You did a great job boosting spirits, Dexter. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale, although I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Arnold's anecdote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden. But ere I share my theory, there is a matter I would clarify. Orenvold, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? Uh-oh, music change. It wasn't all pretense, I swear it, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival? Oh. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pure-blood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. Damn. In the end, she turned me out in the street, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo. A feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say is about the years that followed is that I survived. But I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound to the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me into the company of the Scions. I tell you this so you can understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With Theodoric small gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Orenvold, and I apologize. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Mayra, are you content to surrender the treasure to Orenvold's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? You don't get a choice on that one. Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's Trove, if you are minded to hear it. Take fending, 'cause that's what I do. I fend. And let's just open that real quick. Oh, I got a whole bunch of good stuff. So let's... Alphino seems eager to share his theory. Actually, mayhap it would be better if we first adjourn to a more suitable location. Well, not that eager, then. In case a rivalful treasure hunter overhears our plans, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Seld. I'm not going to get far. Oh wow, white sand. Why are we going all the way out here to chat, bro? Come now, Alphino, don't leave us in suspense. Let's hear this theory of yours. Oh, am I going to swim again? I think we're going to swim again. Forgive me. 'Twas not my intention to draw out proceedings. Yes, it was. You absolute disaster of a human. I simply wish to have the lock in sight while I explain things. Prior to the great flood of the 6th umbral calamity, the salt lakes you see before were yet dry ravines. And this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the 5th Astral Era. By the way, I have started reading my Eorzea Encyclopedia Eorzea book that I got for Christmas, and I did not know this, so maybe you don't as well. Umbral is the whole of Eorzea has waxing and waning periods of ether, which is what magic is based on. And so an astral era is when there's a lot of ether and things are generally good, and an umbral era is when there's not a lot of ether and things are generally bad. From what we know of this period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war. Yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. 'Twas my belief that this darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to the prison, but a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. I further surmised that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there not simply out of a desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely. And since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. I think it's called Encyclopedia Eorzea Coronary. There's 3 or 4 volumes of it. Big old art book looking thing. It gives you sort of the history of the world. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not enjoy. Mayra, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route to the ruins? While you do that, Arenvald and I will seek out an ensorcelled portal within the palace. Nope, controlling, there we go. I hope this isn't one of those cool things that goes away at the end of the expansion. I hope they find excuses to make us go underwater, because it's kind of cool. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Are those just lights or are those something? I'm curious. I think they're underwater snowflake creatures? Or maybe they are just lights, because you can't find anything down here. Oh. Also, where I was supposed to go. You discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace's foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Or swimming. Ah, stone door. At some point down here, it's going to be like, and now you have to queue for this. All right, one last recording from Dexter.
Do you know what happens when you hit a fighter with a fireball? The same thing that happens to everything else.
Nice, bro. You've come to a worn stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. Mera, it's Alphino. We have searched for the prison beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate it leads to an underground cavern. What news on your end? Blah, 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 blah. And you believe it leads into the ruins? Then I dare say we will be able to meet within. Go on and head through the door. By the way, I took the liberty of calling on a friend for help. Oh, by the way, I took the liberty of calling on a friend for help. I guarantee she's both dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. Yep, the drowned city of Scala. And we got time. I don't know how long this will take. It says average wait 9 minutes. I could do anything else. I wonder what the oxygenated city would look like. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna head out here. Oh, I get it now. Operator, jeez. It's very good. But I'm gonna fly around and look at this little underwater city. I don't know what a Dexcom sensor is, Rachel, but that sounds cool. Yep, this sure is an underwater city. It's very pretty, though. I'm glad they modeled all this when they didn't have to. Somebody put a lot of work into it. An oxygenated city might be a breath of fresh air. Thanks, Rachel. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, operator. I'm glad all of you people know more about diabetes than I, the diabetic in the room, do. Although you guys may also be diabetics in the room. I'm not here to judge. Yeah, operator, and then after you take the glasses off, the Who will go, yeah! There we go. Let's do it. Text her what? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. They're still focused on me, right? Yep, they are. Oh, get out of the thing! Standing in another thing. Oh! Gosh. Oh, gosh. I mean, the good news is I'm doing my job. I am not taking damage, or I'm taking the damage for everyone else, but man, that was closer than I expected. Woo! Hey, hey, pay attention to me. I'm right here. I wonder, is an Oberth a tank because it takes all of the damage for everyone? It would be, then, a very shitty tank. Uh-oh. This might have been more than I can do. Got him. One of the things that makes me love this game so much, there's that person right there who we just ran by, who's on our team, who is, you know, on the same quest as me, who's in sort of anime hero clothes, and somebody else who's in a full, like, traditional fantasy outfit, and they're wearing a crop top and jean shorts. Yo, he moved. What's he doing? He's doing a hydro push. Sounds like I probably shouldn't be standing next to him, but everybody else is. Oh, I should have been standing next to him. I'm glad I followed everybody else. Heh, a septic tank? I like that a lot. Hydro pull! Run away! Hey, there's nothing wrong with Uggs or a pumpkin spice latte operator. we don't judge around these parts. Plus, pumpkin spice is delicious. Coffee is gross. I know, right, Arcade? But I love it in this game specifically because it all blends together. It all seems to fit. Like, when you see a weird person, like a weird, you know, alien gen in Star Trek, you know, they kind of stick out like a sore thumb. Whereas here, it just kind of almost makes sense. Coffee is not life. Coffee is bad. It smells bad. It tastes bad. Actually, I don't know if it tastes bad. I've never drunk it. But boy, does it smell bad. Not like in a, like, skunk or poop kind of way. Just in a generally unappetizing way. Come on over, boys. Water's fine. That's perfect, Coronary. Not just every MMO. All games should have the option to do a glamour instead of armor, like instead of your armor. Got him. Oh, I could have pulled these guys too. Oh well. I'm gonna run past him to the next group. Ha! Nice. I also hope they add more side quests so we can hear more of your hilarity, although it will not be until I'm done with this quest. Oh no. Well, that hurt a lot. Get out, get out! The old one, for once, is not Cthulhu, but a pot. Come on, the old one. Let's go. Do we have to? Yes, we do. Okay. They're all down. Back to this guy. Alright, don't do anything I wouldn't do in the server room, Fragrance. Yeah, that sort of thing, Carinari, would have made a lot of folks who worked on STO very angry. They did not want anybody wearing anything off-canon in places like our space dock. Uh-oh. It's transforming! It transformed me into a bunny. Is there a timer on this bunniness? Yes, there is. Run away! Okay, so we do have a bunny ability we can use here. And I guess it works to take those things out. Good to know, if I ever come back to this. Yeah, it is, operator. But some people figure out how to ways to hack things anyway. I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh, good lord, operator. That sounds terrible. I don't think there's anything worse in the world than people who are truly don't know what they're doing, who have been promoted. And I don't mean people who, like, need more training. I mean people who are just, like, malicious. Alright, off to the Golden Walls of Ruin. Ah, splat! You know, we were talking the other day about how this game has so many huge effects, but it's still visible what's happening. I think it's because the effects are short. I'm thinking about it, a lot of the effects that we have on STO are really long. Like they last for a while. That might be the issue. Oh my god, operator. I mean, that's awful, but also great. I'll read the ring, sure. Alright, let's do it! These guys seem rough. I don't think I'm going to try to do a wall-to-wall pull here. Oh god, move, move, move. I just realized, operator, that you meant they turned off the AC in the server room. That's monumentally dumb. Good lord. What a way to lose your company a bajillion dollars. And knowing people like that, he probably tried to find a way to blame it on somebody else. Oh my god, operator, yeah. I hate how people are, how, you know, users and stuff are always just... We have this whole the customer is always right mentality, and it's really caused a lot of problems. Because people feel like they can get angry over stupid stuff. Whoa, he's cool looking. Oh my gosh, he's so fluffy. I want to snuggle him even though he's going to eat me. If not friend, why friend-shaped? Let's go! Hey, Eximer, welcome! I should probably... Okay. That didn't actually hurt me that much. Yep, that's the one, Kitchen Witchin'. I feel like a bunch of our generation didn't... Oh, I'm confused. Run away from me. Okay, we're back. I feel like a bunch of our generation missed the message of this first Spaceballs. Well, they leave that last part off because they have no taste, operator. Well, that hurt a little bit. I keep healing myself, and then the healer has already got me. I feel like this guy doesn't seem to have any, like, super crazy mechanics. Just, like, get out of the way. Alright, maybe this will be the one. Oh, I have once again been confused. Oh, no I haven't. I'm back. Oh, nice, Rachel. You mean you're gonna watch him at home? In 4K? Very cool. Got him! Well, that poor bastard. Da, 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 da. I was wondering what a tree recording was.
Quick, Kale! Distract them! I need 5 minutes to charge my attack! Special green cannon! Quick, everyone! Fragrance is away! Let's mock ships up!
Listen here, adventurer. The customer may be right, but he's still an idiot.
I like all of these, Dexter.
But their misfortune is our fortune.
Quite literally.
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Hey, Dexter, make like a tree and get out of here.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
The Mad King looked real stupid, but he also kind of looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog OC. When Alrenvold asked me to lend my spear, I didn't imagine it'd be such an adventure. I'm grateful for the chance to be a part of it. Gods, but what dark and treacherous trek that was, with abominations waiting for us at every turn. In other words, a proper adventure. That would be really cool, Rachel. That would also be a crap ton of work for somebody. And yes, Fragrance, I think that's absolutely a good idea. Alrenvold and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you ended up bearing the bulk of the burden as usual. You truly led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. Aye, without your help, I reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I must say, I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. What, like you reeled at that sight of that floating spectre, you mean? I wish you could have seen the look on your own face, Alphino. Must we dwell on much momentary lapses? We found the map King's Trove, and that's all that matters. Ooh, very cool. All jesting aside, we must tell the people the good news, and I think Lise should be the first. Seconded, she is bound to be delighted. If I'm no longer needed, then I shall take my leave. Of course, don't let us keep you. Thanks again, and say hello to Vimar for me. Now then, there is to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so Lise is sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? There she is. The Resistance's weird bunny helmets are actually super cool. Oh, you three look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. The look on her face. You're joking! The Mad King's Trove! I thought it was a myth! So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Mayor and Alphino in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it, I vote it goes towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. Our involved did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I've taken a liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there is one other thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have a head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out sacks of gil won't solve everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. Actually, economically, there's been studies. It turns out handing out sacks of gil might solve everything. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem! Deep breaths. Tell me what's happened. I've made this one guy American today. A mob's gathered outside headquarters, and they've started making demands. You'd best come and see for yourself. Mob? Already? The country's been free for like a week.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
Ah.
What's going on?
Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
I mean...
Come on, you don't mean that. We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down.
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the streets!
She's got a point, Sting.
I witch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock! We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance, but we will
That's a
gain
really good
only
way to play it.
fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn.
I think they used Fordola's face for this lady, which is an interesting choice.
When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Come on in.
Just FYI, the stoplights are off.
All of them?
Leads from here to mom and dad's.
Oh, fun.
So,
I know
like,
you're
Long
right.
Victory and
I do.
Christians,
I-
which is the...
I can't.
Thank you. I encountered a couple of those yesterday. But
Yeah, generally people are being pretty cool, but there are some assholes out there.
Yeah.
That are just like,
well, that means I have no rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Fun. That must have been a fun drive. I'm so sorry.
it was okay. I was just constantly like, don't hit me.
I'm sorry, babe. Love you. Apparently all the stoplights are out. So that'll be fun to drive later. Bordola and her skulls may have aspired to be Imperial citizens, but they were born Alamegans. To their countrymen, they are traitors of the worst kind. Thank you for telling me things I knew, Alphino. The butcher has much to answer for, but to simply drag her from a cell and slaughter her in the street? General Alden is right. After 20 years of Imperial rule, it is no surprise that the people should seek a target for all their pent-up rage and grief. I only wish I knew the solution. Probably, burn her in effigy for the next 20 years. Thank the gods General Alden arrived when he did. Any later and we would have had a riot on our hands. My thanks, Rabon. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. 'Tis a difficult tide to stem. It was that same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now that the war is over, all the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Yes, into me. And I grow stronger all the time. No. Aye, it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Ghanaians. It starts with insults most often, then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Who are these representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Anata and the Quern to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself has to be put to death. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated? And everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and would be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only, I caught a glimpse of her past, a moment of it anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things. But in some ways, she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born, and that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. Okay. We've still got 20 minutes, but I'm dying of thirst, so I'm gonna switch us to the be right back screen, and I'll be back in like 5 seconds. Just need to go get myself a drink of water. BRB. Hello, I'm back. I realized it immediately, but I know because of the stream delay, I'm going to get muted in the chat right about now. All right, we're back. This thing says I'm peaking when I talk loudly, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And let's go see what's going on here. Dexter, I have neurologically impaired motor skills too, but I've still learned to draw a little bit. Give it a try. Fragrance. I don't know if you did that after I said it, or if the stream delay is really that big right now. If you will have me, I have a mind to attend this interview as well. I have no great wish to save poor Donna, even if I could. But there's more to her than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. Speak with the guard and we'll all go in together. I think it's best if I stay outside and keep watch for troublemakers. After that, what that woman did to Mefford and Commander Kemp, I'd struggle not to throttle her. Oh, we got another recording from Dexter. Oh, we got another 2 recordings.
Okay, now I get the feeling no one's going to leave me alone. Now I'm going to have to make like 3 and get the hell out of here.
Nice, nice. Oh, I forgot to switch over to game. There we go.
Will Kale return in time to hear this next recording? Let's find out on Vengeance God's stream!
Okay. I need to find someone who can animate and someone who can draw so that we can create an animated intro and use your voice for that. Anyway, thank you for filling me in that I was on the wrong scene, Arcane Flamey. Arcane Flame Pony, not Arcane Flamey. Unless that you want to go by Arcane Flamey, I don't know. You have the commander's permission to enter, then. There was no music, and I thought I had lost game sound for a second.
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
Why haven't we closed the door?
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless. There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it. I killed your men. I killed my men. And you know what my regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance.
That's a lie, and you know it. You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want.
Oh, I'd have to pay you, Dexter? No, just kidding. Of course I'd pay you.
Over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Oh, and now I'm going to see you. Oh my god, baby Portola is adorable.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right.
Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
No, and no.
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo.
Lies.
Very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
There's supposed to be a horrible, traumatizing memory, but also he's kind of right. I mean, he doesn't have to say it that way, but he's kind of right.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Fadola!
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of army.
I never thought they'd bite my face, says woman who just voted for Leopard's biting face party.
We're citizens. We have rights.
I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive.
You also could pick her up and run, bro.
Traitors! Traitors!
Oh, there it goes. Kinda saw that coming.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Jesus.
Fadola, please. You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier?
Sorry, hold on. Just got a notification from my Fire app that I've downloaded this morning. Doesn't look like anything has gotten any closer to us, though. I hate this.
Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Manfred, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us.
Dexter, how dare you?
Back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
Yeah, this never works. That's good to hear, Rachel.
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death
You're
will
absolutely
serve to
right,
unite the
Dexter.
people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
That's dark, Arenvald.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past? And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Whoa. Oh, because she's got the echo now, right? The artificial echo.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
I'm gonna go for those I have lost, for those I can yet save.
Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
Redemption arc. All right. Well, we have reached our hard cutoff for today of 2 o'clock. This was awesome, though. Thank you all for hanging out with me while I did some voice acting and read some text and did a little bit of fighting. I've enjoyed going through the story with y'all. I hope y'all are enjoyed it too. I have some social media that you can follow. I'm Vengeance God on Blue Sky and Twitter. Put that on both places. We have a Discord that I would love for you to join. If you're not already there, would be great to see you. Come and join us. I am the host of 3 podcasts on the Ace of Geeks podcast network. There's the Ace of Geeks podcast, there's Yavin Radio, and there's Edge of Reality. You should tune into all of them, please. I would love to get, just a few more people listening in. If you're new here, please give us a follow or a subscribe if you can. Be great. Every little bit helps get this moving on to the next level. You're not a jerk, Dexter. Stop it. I also have the League of Swords, which is a high-octane sword fighting stunt show. It's family friendly. You could see 9 episodes of it on YouTube so far, with more to come. And finally, I have a wish list. If you want to buy me stuff. Oh, thank you very much for the bits, Eximer. All right. And with that, folks, I'm going to check out who's around to raid. Let's see. Who am I following that's on? Oh, good. A friend of mine is streaming that I haven't raided before. And they only have 1 viewer, so let's raid and give them some cool stuff. All right. Well, folks, it is, as always, a pleasure to hang out with y'all. I hope you enjoy these streams. I enjoy doing them with you. Please tell your friends and your enemies so that more people can show up. And we will see you very soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.